Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Steve from GraphicDesignerTips.com. This is the second episode in a three-part mini-series that I started last week, and it's based on business stages that are so important as a graphic designer if you want to make money. So last week's episode was based on pricing. So you can click this episode, it's right here. Either do it now and come back to this, or after this video, watch that episode. But basically, you kind of want to go in order from pricing, proposal, and contract. So the contract video will come out in a couple of days. So what is a proposal? Well, now that you're starting your graphic design business, or even if you've been in it for a while and you're just trying to get things, starting to do things the right way, a proposal is after you have spoken with a client. You may have verbally given them a price and talked their ear off, or they asked you a lot of questions. You gave them everything, but now you're getting it down on paper. So you're finding out what their need is, and you're going to give them a written proposal on what services you are going to do for them. It's basically a pitch. What a proposal is not is it's not a contract. So you're just giving them the ideas and everything, the goals you have set forth to help them with whatever issue they have going on. So that's what a proposal is. When it comes to proposals, there's really two different kinds. There are formal proposals, and then there are informal proposals. Now, depending on where you are in your graphic design career, you're going to eventually be able to determine which type of proposal you're going to use at that time. Now, a formal proposal is what everybody's thinking. It's the type of proposal that is a multi-page document with a nice cover page. It outlines the objectives, the goals, and it talks about, payment, but it's not a contract. There's nowhere to sign on it. You're just pitching the idea out to somebody. This is something that you can either PDF and email to somebody, so it looks all nice with your logo and all that stuff on it. You can send it in the mail, or you can physically hand it to somebody. And it's a physical, nice proposal. You can even put it on nice paper. The formal proposal, excuse me. All right. Now, that takes a little bit of time. Sometimes you maybe have to be at a specific station, find your template that you're going to, change. An informal proposal is what I use a lot nowadays. On more smaller projects, when you're talking about projects that are bigger projects and maybe a couple $1,000s and up, or whatever you determine to be a big project for you, is where I would use a formal proposal. But an informal proposal, in a nutshell, is an email with all that great stuff in a formal proposal put into an email to a client. Because as long as they come back with an okay, that's a contract. That's a binding agreement right there. If you don't believe me, watch Judge Judy every night at 10 o'clock on Channel 11. So I do like every other night. But basically, and I'm not going to go as low as a text message for a proposal, but we can do a proposal through email. So you can write somebody, hey, so-and-so, here are the objectives that we spoke about. Here are the goals. And, here are the terms and stuff like that. And I'm going to go into all the stuff that's in these contracts. But I want you to understand, you can write an email. It's quicker as long as you outline everything. That's a proposal. Or you can do a formal proposal like we're going to get into right now. So let's jump into it. Everybody in the world does their business a little bit differently than everybody else. And I am the type of person, I like to keep everything very simple. A lot of times when I am bidding on a project or I send a proposal out for a project, certain clients, they'll actually send me a competitor's proposal that somebody else has given to them. And then of course they want, you to meet them and, do your work for free. And that's just not going to happen with me. But when that happens, sometimes I get these proposals and I see other people and they're like, like this many freaking pages. There's like 10 pages full of bullshit on there that people don't need to worry themselves with. It's just fluff. And honestly, people are just going to get bored of reading it and they're going to know it's fluff. I like to be very straightforward. My proposal is 3 pages and maybe I'm missing some things. I doubt I am because I get the projects and, nothing, everything's spelled out and the clients are happy. So in a way you want to keep it kind of simple for your clients. And keep it simple, stupid. Ever heard of that acronym, the KISS acronym? We're going to start with the cover page, which is the first thing that somebody is going to get on a formal proposal. I'm going to throw it up here. And the cover page is basically the cover page of your proposal. It's very simple. It's going to have your logo at the top. It's going to have your information, your address, your phone number, your fax, email address, maybe even your web address on it. And then it's going to say who it's being prepared for. Because you're giving this proposal, you want these people to feel that it is, although you may be using a template, and who cares? Because you need to have a fast business. You need to be able to do things quick and get things to people. You want to be able to plop their logo on this nice template, so when they get this, they feel, wow, this is personalized to me. So, and honestly, this is like a little thing when you're doing putting somebody's logo on a proposal. Make sure it's not low resolution and crappy looking, because that's just going to be a reflection on how you do design work. I know it's a little things, but personally, I would never do it. Anyway, at the bottom, you want to put your name and the prepared by date. It's very simple. It's just a cover page. All right, so the next bit of information you want to include on your second page is basically you want to talk about the client real quick. You want to talk about the background of the client, and they may have expressed to you some problems they're having. Maybe with their website, they have a slow website. Their contact form, they don't like the fields on their contact form. It's not going to the right spot. Whatever. You need to talk about that because this is a proposal. This is personal to them and their project. Remember, they're going to invest money into you. All right, and most likely it's going to be a lot of money if you're giving them a formal proposal. So you want to make sure, not that you're adding fluff, that you're showing them what they're paying for. They want to know what they're paying for. Just like all of us, when we go somewhere, I want to know what I'm paying for, or am I paying for it? If I'm going to get robbed, or I'm not going to get the service I want. So that is the first thing you want to have on there. Now you want to put the goals. What are the goals? And keep them very brief. Fast loading imagery on their website. SEO analytics. Stuff like that. The next thing you want to do is you want to talk about solutions. And I know this page kind of looks like a resume, and it really is. It's kind of like a resume about the project, what you're going to do for the project. So the solutions that you are going to, I got a cat about to jump on me, that's why I'm looking down. The solutions is really, the solutions, you want to kind of break it down, give them a sentence or two. I like to talk about certain things like, SEO capabilities, what I'm going to do to their site to make it SEO friendly, what I'm going to do with YouTube analytics, and so on and so forth. And the bottom is an area for other things I want to talk about. Say I want to talk about this cat is crazy. If I want to talk about monthly maintenance or anything else, stock images. If I know they're going to want a lot of stock images, I'll talk about that in there. But you just want to kind of break everything down that you're going to be doing. Break down the work that you are doing. That is the second page of the proposal. So now that you outlined everything to the clients, you want to kind of reiterate it and summarize it. So this is basically a summary of all the things that you're talking about, and you can even break them down as individual costs, or just give them one big cost. And then, since this was a website proposal, I actually put the maintenance fee as another line item on here as a cost. So the part of this whole ending summary is a fee schedule. You want to always get a fee. You always want to get a down payment. I should do a whole video on this, but you always want to get a down payment when doing a project, because when people give you their money, they're most likely not going to screw around with you. They're not going to take 6 months to complete the project, and they're going to go through with the project. If you start a project for somebody and they don't like what you do for them, they're going to, you know what, they're going to back out. You have nothing binding you guys, no contract, and no payment up front. There's no proof on it that you know. So it doesn't, at that point, you're just going to be very frustrated. So you want to have a fee schedule made out right from the get-go. So you can either take half down on a project, or you can take a third down. When it comes to larger projects, for me, I like to take a third down. Smaller projects, I like to take half down. Sometimes clients give you the whole, project right up front, which is cool, but you can't sit on it. You got to get on it right away. That's why people, will give you a half down or whatever payment, because they know you're working for the balance of that payment too. But it's in your terms, so that's what you're asking for. So ask for at least a third down or a half, and put it in your proposal. And eventually, it's going to be reiterated in your contract, which is going to be our next video. All right. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the completion time for the actual project, you want to let them know how long it's going to take. So, a website, maybe 2 to 4 weeks, and I put that in my proposal because I need to cover my own ass, because sometimes the clients take forever to get back to you, and they're the ones adding days to the actual time, not me. Once I get everything, I'm on it like, anything. I'm getting this stuff done. The last thing is telling them about the next steps. The next steps is the contract. You will sign and finalize the contract, but in the next episode, you don't have to actually get contracts physically signed. We'll talk about that. But, most of the times you'll have contracts physically signed. But you want them to sign the contract and fill it out and give you that deposit. Now, in addition to that, there might be other things that you need from the clients. You might need their photos, information, content for their website or whatever you're designing for them. But that is I should have called this the quick 3-page proposal. But then again, each client, I try to fit it on 3 pages. Sometimes it goes to a 4th page because there's so many extra things and, widgets and stuff they need as a part of their website. So that's it. I'm sorry if I'm so exhausted. I haven't gotten much sleep lately, but it's all good. I said in my last video, I had my son turned 3 weeks yesterday, so it's awesome. I'm trying to get these videos out more frequently, but give me a couple days. I'll get the contract one out. If you got any questions, let me know below. Let me know how this video helped you in your next step on how to professionally, propose something to a client. So when they see it, they're going to feel, oh, this guy or girl knows what they're doing. Especially a big business owner or a small business owner. People have gotten to a certain level in life by doing things the right way. So when they see a nice contract come over to them where you're itemizing everything and it's neat and all that, they're going to feel good about hiring you. Just because somebody sends a formal proposal doesn't mean the person who sends an informal proposal won't get that job also. You got to read the situation. So that's it, everybody. I'm Steve from GraphicDesignerTips.com. I hope you enjoyed my ramble on this topic of proposals. Hit the subscribe button right here, click it, and you will subscribe to our channel and get all our new videos as soon as they come out, before anybody else, of course. And that's it, everybody. I'm going to go get some sleep because I'm shot. And if you haven't watched the pricing video, here it is again. Click on it, get to that pricing video, learn about it, come back here, write notes down, and stay tuned for number 3. All right, everybody, have a good night. Peace.